Hi team. Well, those of you that work with me and those of you that know me well know that I'm very, very big on values and habits and having them aligned. So today I'd like to put a quick message out there around the success values that I think are the key to being seen as a high-performing leader and to get engagement and alignment from other people. And number one, to build your personal brand. So the first success value is energy. The best people that are most successful that I see that have teams that really like them have high energy. Now, that energy doesn't mean you need to be rah-rah. You can be very calm, but it's that positive, upbeat energy when they enter a room. It's posture, it's smiling, it's engaging with people. It's not walking through the door with your head down going, gee, I just had a fight with my family at home, or things aren't going well over here. Look at it like this. When you're going to go in somewhere, look at the doorway as your white line, like athletes do on a sports field. And you see any athlete in any profession, when they get to the court, they're jumping around, they're energetic, they're ready to go. That is the same for you as a leader. So make sure you get your mind clear before you go anywhere and bring good energy. The second one is courage. You've got to have courage as a leader. By the way, these aren't in any order of importance. It just happens to be that's the second one on my list. But leaders have to make tough decisions. Sometimes you'll have to let somebody go in your team that you really, really like, but they're just not the right fit for your team, and that requires courage. It requires courage to take a business model that's over here and say, man, we're going to get left behind if we don't take the business model here, when you've got everybody telling you, hey, that's not what we want to do. So you have to have courage to make those big decisions, and most of all, courage to have the unspoken conversation. And as I've said many, many times, that requires dealing with your deepest fears. The third success value is to be interested versus be interesting. In other words, ask people about themselves versus tell about yourself. You'll find that if you engage in other people and you find out everything about them, they'll walk away from that conversation thinking, man, that person's awesome. And they're not quite sure half the time why they like you, because you've also put in the mirroring, the body language, the matching and pacing. But if you take interest in other people and you ask versus tell, that is one of the characteristics and values of the best performing people that I work with. The fourth success value is that of perseverance and tenacity. And there was a great TED talk put out, I think about last year, and it was about grit. But this is the same thing, combined with the ability to delay gratification. So again, that is not a value that everybody holds. Many people want to have everything now, and they don't want to wait and work for what they want, wait to get what they want. You have to set your long-term goal and you have to persevere. And people talk about creating resilience in children. While that's very important, I believe that perseverance is more important, because resilience is the ability to stand up after you get knocked down. Perseverance is the ability to stand up after you get knocked down and keep walking into the headwinds. And so if you've got that value of I will stick at it, I will grind away a little bit at a time, and I'll delay my gratification until I reach the goal, you will find that you will be very, very successful if you combine it with the habits. The fifth value that's very important is that of centeredness, love, and giving. They all go together. Centeredness is the number one attribute and trait that people find inspirational and motivational. Isn't that interesting? So centeredness is basically being calm, and it's about knowing yourself and dealing with your own fears. And that combines with love and giving. If you love your team and you're very giving of your time and giving and generous, you will find that it will come back to you 10 times, tenfold. So centeredness, love and giving, you need to sort yourself out. And I did a TED talk, you can look that up online, just on that very topic. Sixth one is living above the line and having a window mirror mentality. Again, poor leaders, they always blame, shame and justify, play below the line, live below the line, and they look out the window and blame the team. Great leaders, they're accountable. And we all know that, but it is a value you need to decide on. Who is going to own my life? Who is going to own my results? Is it going to be me, or is it going to be everybody else? If you can put the mirror up to yourself and look in the mirror, you will find that you will be much, much more successful, even when you've made mistakes and errors. And here's another value that's very, very important. It is you need to be teachable. If you go into meetings and you think that I am the most intelligent person in the room, you will find you'll never get anywhere. You must be open to learning and open to new ideas. And there's another video I do on brain biology, because our brain shuts out and rejects things that are unfamiliar to it. You actually have to override that. And again, that's a value that you have to instill in yourself, and you have to choose that. And the last one is, the greatest leaders I work with, they choose their attitude. They don't let anybody else impact on their attitude and their view of the world. And as Einstein said, the number one decision we have to make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. So every day I get out of bed, I choose to be happy. I choose to enjoy my life. Things don't always go smoothly. Things aren't always great, but you can choose to be upset and angry and hurt, or you can choose to be happy and enjoy the fact that you're alive and the fact that you get to breathe every day. So those are the success values that I have found the top performers I work with and the leaders that are the most respected and have the most engaged teams. Those are the success values they possess. I'd be interested to know what values you think are really, really important around leadership and around life in general in terms of having great relationships. Put them on the comments section below, or put them on my website in the Ask Nick format. And remember, go out there today, say please and thank you to everyone you meet, smile at everyone you meet, and most importantly, be interested versus be interesting.